So this looks like a nice little machine.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a Tascam DR40.
Is it yours or is it
No,
the
it's the
school's?
school's. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah, it does the job.
a nice little rig.
Are you looking for something to?
Well, is it good for music?
I was kind of interested. Did you grow up in Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I was kind of interested in that.
Okay.
And yeah, and so you grew up in Germantown.
I grew up in Mount Airy,
Mount Airy. Okay.
but I went to Germantown Friends,
Okay.
K through 12.
Mhm.
And so my neighborhood was really important in Mount Airy, but I took the H bus to Germantown Friends at, I guess, about the third grade level or fourth grade. I was permitted to take the bus. Oh, I was very lucky, in those days we rode bikes and we had a gang of 7 kids, and there were 5 boys and 2 girls, and we rode our bikes around and we played soccer, baseball, and all kinds of sports, and rode our bikes and got lost and all the things that you'd expect. There was a coal yard, and none of us were supposed to be going into there, but of course we did. I have very fond memories. Now, we didn't go into town very much, downtown. I had an orthodontist down there, and so I did go down, and I sneaked down sometimes with my friend on the train, because, fabulous trains, and at that time, really good public transportation. We went to Europe. That was one of my most amazing experiences in my lifetime, I would say, when I was 17. We went to Falaise, where we had an exchange. We went to England, and we went to Denmark, and we went to Austria, and we went to Germany, and Luxembourg, I think. So it was an amazing tour, and I had a fabulous time. So that was life-changing, just how choral music just shook me to the core. We got to sing in Chartres Cathedral in France, and we got to go down into the crypt of Chartres, which was and there was a priest down there saying mass for a sinner. And so we got to sing a piece down there. It just experiences like that were completely amazing. I had gotten in-state tuition, so I went back to school in what I thought I knew, which was piano. But, to become a fantastic pianist, you have to be by yourself in a practice room 6 to 8 hours a day, and that's not me. Then that summer, after my first year, I had an incredible experience in a 2-week workshop, conducting workshop, and that changed me completely. And I said, okay, this is what I want to do. So I went and got my master's in choral conducting. Then I went back to Philly. That's when I started my first women's choir out there. And it just celebrated its 40th anniversary in June.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing, right?
It was a big thing. At that time, women's choirs were kind of looked down upon. I wanted the women's choir and the voices in the women's choir to speak, to tell of our experiences, and not just on a superficial level, but maybe set poems by wonderful women poets. And so I've done a lot of commissioning of women composers because I'm kind of dedicated to that. So that whole idea of voice, that's really what drives me now. So yeah, I loved the winters and I still do. I still love the snow, and I don't know whether it was because of kind of how magical things were in Philadelphia, because the trees. There's just Philadelphia is a gorgeous city, and the Fairmount Park, and I was always That's another pretty strong memory for me, and a very wonderful memory was at Germantown Friends. The science teacher took us for walks in the Wissahickon and taught us all about birds and bird songs, and created a love of the Wissahickon in me. But Philly still stands very strong in my. I just love the city, and I just was back a couple months ago, and to see friends and to do this 40th anniversary of the women's choir started. It's an incredible city. Okay. Without, there's more momentum.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Cool. Stop. Right.
Digital. Say what it is again.
Digital recorder.
Yeah.
Tascam DR40.
DR40.
Yeah.
And it comes with these?
Yeah. This is all part. This is like in the machine.
Wow. Yeah, and then you stick that little thing in the computer. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, it's easy.